37210. Pull over. Hi, sir.
How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing? Do you know how
Yeah, it's me getting
fast you were
pulled over.
speeding?
Yeah, I was. I ain't even gonna lie. I was floating this bitch.
Okay, bear with me for a second, okay?
All right.
372-1038. I need officers to 9095,
Break,
please.
break, ma'am. We are in a debrief. You need to pull off the streets and come to the briefing room.
Okay. Hi, sir. Just be safe, okay? Thank
All right.
you.
Well,
I didn't know there was another briefing. Back to the fucking station. Oh, man. Didn't nobody tell me?
Y'all need to be let out. Let me know. Let's go.
Let us out.
Oh, hey.
No, no,
Hey,
no,
come
no. We yeah.
on. Hey, miss. Hey, miss.
Wait 1 second. Yeah.
Um, is there? Oh shit, what's going on in there? Um,
Briefing. We
is
gotta
there
go. We gotta go.
is there someone? Is,
What?
Damn, man, can't
is there someone
let us
here?
out really quick.
Is there someone here that can give my homie an interview outside?
Thank you,
No, we're
Wick.
in a briefing right now.
Oh
Yeah.
sheesh. Okay.
Y'all could at least got us some water.
do the paperwork to get the charges, you transport them to the courthouse, you throw them in the cages, you go back 10-8. DOC and the bailiff, whoever that sheriff is at the time, they then take over. All that has to be relayed to is, hey, these individuals here are a part of this docket number or incident. All right, so if you're bringing one suspect or three suspects, hey, they're under incident 5445. And then when they come up from the cages, the DA who's there has access to the MDT. He can pull up that incident. He can read the summary. He can list. He can say the charges. He can give the recommended jail and time. DOC and the bailiff will obviously do their job in making sure that there's order in the court. But our officers are not tied up. They're on the street, back 10-8, doing their job. And so we would like to try that today, since DOJ is going to be in. But I think the polite, respectful thing to do, since we work hand in hand with DOJ and we have a great relationship with them, is we want to give them a heads up first that we're going to try something new today. So let us, once the meeting is done, let us get a hold of DOJ, confirm with them, and then we'll announce it over radio that it's a go, and that's what we're going to be doing. Okay?
I'm still in DOC radio. Do you want me to go from here to there or wait around here?
We'll get with you when that time comes.
Yes,
and
sir.
I will say this, and by no means are we saying, for those of you, me personally, I love DOJ pasta. Me personally, when I bring 95s down to the courthouse, I'm staying. I love it. All right? So by no means are we saying that you have to drop them off. I mean, if it's packed and there's 5 cops in front of you, you probably should just drop them off and go, fortunately. Right? But for some of you that you do like that stuff, I'm not saying necessarily you can't, stay there and see it through, right? We just don't want 11, 12, 13 cops stuck at the courthouse is all. If it's 1, 2, 3 of you, that's fine, right? And if you want the pasta and you want to watch it all unfold and stuff like that, sure. But an excessive amount of cops stuck there, it's not going to fly.
Four.
All right, we good?
Anybody else have anything? Who we got? Clark here? Is that Clark or Freeman? That's definitely Clark.
Let's go.
I can tell you don't have the more scruffy beard like Earl do. Clark, you ain't got nothing?
Nah, y'all covered the most important part.
Frank already spoke. Asia? Nothing. Leo?
No, pretty much touched up on all of it.
Monty, anything else you'd like to add on anything?
Only thing I'd like to do is continue to remind spacing on these chases.
Oh my God, thank you.
Overtaking anybody in a chase should come with a call beforehand so that the officer in front of you that you're thinking about overtaking, even if they're wrecking out, is aware that you're going around. And you would just notify Alpha 5, show me taking secondary, passing on the left. It's simple. It's simple. Also, utilizing your other channels, man. Something that, look, I took 2 nights off. I can't tell you the last time I did that in a career that I wasn't like on death's door. And to be honest with you, man, communication's one of the big reasons. My wife was home, yeah, and I got to benefit from her being home. But at the same time, what kept me out was communication, man. I'm an officer. I'm going to back you up every time if you tell me who you are and what you're trying to do before you're at that last stage where I need backup. And another reminder, here is not a location. Right here, right here, right here. That doesn't help anybody. If anything, it hurts people because it clogs up the radio. All right? So just remember, when you go on a call or you're heading to a call, find clear space in the radio and identify the entire department and all of dispatch where you're headed to. And even if it's just a simple traffic stop, it's usually straight to us. Oh, I'm on an 80. They're running. And nobody else on the radio has any clue, 1, where you're at, 2, why you're there, and what the hell they running from. So if you radioed out that you're on a 1038 northbound Strawberry, and then your next transmission is it's an 80, everybody knows. And it's a huge portion of the order of things. But I mean, I'm not going to absolutely ignore you, but I'm going to respond to a whole lot more calls. I don't like to attach to something I have no idea what I'm attaching to. So there are a lot of people in here that know I'm attaching to them every time, and it's because they call out where they're at, what they're doing, and that's all I got.
I want to piggyback onto that, and Commissioner Mills and Commissioner Choi can, in this very moment, confirm a yes or a no. I believe moving forward, starting today, if you are in a marked vehicle, there is absolutely no reason you should ever be traveling without lights or sirens, period. You should always be minimum code 2, code 3. Going code 0 to a scene in a marked vehicle, I think it just doesn't make any sense. You're not an undercover car, right? And if it's to a drug call, that may be the only exception, but you should still have lights on. There's no reason why you should ever be no lights, no sirens in a marked vehicle, period.
Especially traveling at a high rate of speed.
Thank you.
And honestly, if you are traveling, here's what I believe. If you're traveling over 200 miles per hour, you need to be code 3, period. If you're getting to a scene and you go over 200, code 3, period. Just based on speed, based on how things appear in your eyes, then they can appear last second, right? That's what the siren is for. Not everybody can see the light. They might have their back turned to your vehicle. It might be to the side, but you know what they're going to hear. They're going to hear the siren. That's code 3. In order to have a siren on, the lights must be on. Code 3. If you're traveling over 200 miles per hour, you need to be code 3. If you're in a marked vehicle, you should never be code 0 or code 1, I'm sorry. That's my belief. Unmarked cars absolutely make sense. While there would be scenes that they do go to, no lights, no sirens. Right? It's an undercover vehicle. It's specifically for that. A drug scene makes complete sense. They're going to a drug scene. They're in a complete unmarked vehicle. You have no idea. It's inconspicuous, right? Makes sense. But marked vehicles, I don't believe should ever be code 1. And that just falls from the 3 situations that we had this week alone, striking officers for literally flying around town at Mach speed with no lights, no sirens, for no reason or for a reason, but then hitting civilians, not rendering aid, etc.
I do have
That's up to the commissioners. It's up to the commissioners.
I agree fully on that. Someone has a question.
You had a question in the back?
Yeah, so on mine, whenever I try to flex my, cause I have my
Big boy voice, big boy voice.
Okay, yes sir. Cause I try to flex my E muscle, it doesn't really hit the siren. I have to repeatedly press it until it finally turns on.
Your siren should be your left alt muscle. So Q activates your lights, and left alt activates the siren. E is the manipulation of the siren.
Actually, E is just a horn. Your R muscle is what changes the siren.
Or your arm, there you go. Yeah,
Okay,
but
I have to
left,
change that
left,
'cause-
left alt is how you activate your siren. And for me, it's my scroll wheel to change the type of siren.
Okay, cause I tried
Q
that
and-
also and
Q
it
and alt.
never turned on for me.
Well, we can go down in the garage after this and we can try it out.
All right, brother.
Sure, you don't have an input? Fucking useless.
Alright, you done, fella?
I'm done.
Alright, everybody go 10-8. Let's go.
Hey, can I get a trooper real quick? Meet me in the dressing room and get the vest.
Grab a cadet on your way out if it's in the end.
Poor brother.
God damn, the longest fucking meeting in the world.
Fuck.
Show 100 plus 1 going 10-8.
Fucking with you.
Show 4-3 plus 1 going 10-8.
Possible. He's really wanting to become.
Hey,
PD.
DLC, you here?
I know.
One-on-one
Homie
to
and I are-
DLC. Oh, he's right here.
We're 62 today.
4 plus 1, show me by 10-8.